are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he... Crosses over out of bounds.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of
it's a foot race.
Making it happy, Captain.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Jamal Agnew on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the option, Haskins. This is Logan. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And 5. At the 14-yard line.
They run with Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw, Haskins. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him not get through.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Right back to Sanders on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On play action, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 13-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, you got deep? 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 52's the mic, boy. 52. All day, just like that.
Haskins on 3rd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That's good.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Unable to corral him. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
They go play action now. Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a Washington.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Left side here to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
10 at the 40.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Wide open receiver, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
It got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Here's Haskins to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And taken right at the 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2nd and 2. Steps away. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. But a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 54 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
What's tight? Tight. Check smash. 3 down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
15 brings up fourth down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
For a Washington. Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.